Now, if you follow my channel, you know I'm a huge fan of the ThinkPad line, specifically the Carbon line. I really like that X1 Carbon 7th gen that I checked out last year. It was one of my favorite ultra portables of all time, and for good reason. It had everything checking all the boxes that you'd want in an ultra portable. So I couldn't wait to get my hands on the 2020 refresh. That's right, I took delivery of the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 8. That's right, all new here for 2020, and we got updated processors, 10th generation processors, but a lot hasn't changed, and that's a good thing because they got a lot right the last time out. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is my unboxing and first look at the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 8. All new for 2020. Coming up. Want to see more videos like this? Why not hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell? This way you'll be alerted every time I post a new video. And make sure you follow me on the social media, especially Twitter and Instagram. It's over there where I'll post a lot of the updates. Now, in the interest of transparency and full disclosure, I'm not being paid by Lenovo. I'm not being sponsored by Lenovo. All the opinions you're about to hear are my own, and no one is seeing this video before this release. Now, of course, I purchased this unit with my own money. I did not receive a review unit from Lenovo. Now, pricing starts at $1,553.30 US. I did purchase the Core i5 model. That came in at $1,595.30. We'll go over the specs later in this video. And with that out of the way, let's find out what you get inside the box. Let's open it up. Okay, so inside the box, of course, you get the smaller box, which contains the unit itself. We'll get to that in just a moment. You get a 65-watt USB-C power adapter. We've seen this before from Lenovo. Also, you get the extension cord. And, of course, you get the unit itself. Let's open up that inner box. It's a pretty nice packaging, pretty premium, of course, with its black and red exterior. Now, lifting the lid, you're greeted by the laptop itself, very thin and light. We'll get to that in just a moment. You also get some documentation, a safety and warranty information, along with a setup guide. Now, if you watch my channel, you know I'm a huge fan of the X1 Carbon. Thin, light, extremely durable with its mil standard 810G rating. It really can take a licking and keep on ticking. Love the stealth black look that we've come to know with this ThinkPad line. Now, although it does look great, it is a major fingerprint magnet. Once again, you will be wiping it down quite a bit, so keep that in mind. Now, to put its size into perspective, here it is with the Dell XPS 13 9300. You can see the Dell XPS 13 has a much smaller footprint, although it has a smaller display. Now, this has a 16:9 aspect ratio, whereas the XPS 13 has a 16:10 aspect ratio, but this will give you a good sense of the size of the device. And as we always do, let's check out the port selection. We'll start off on the left side where you'll find two Thunderbolt 3 ports. They do support 4 lanes. They do data, charge, and display out. You also get your breakout port for your Ethernet, a USB-A port, and an HDMI port, along with a 3.5mm audio jack. Moving over to the right side, you get your power button, a USB-A port, your heat vent, and a Kensington lock port. And you get that iconic ThinkPad red dot that does light up on the lid when it's on. And just like other ThinkPads, it's really easy to access the inside of this laptop. All you need to do is remove the Phillips head screws, pop off the bottom plate, and you're in. Okay, let's talk about what's upgradable. Now, the SSD is upgradable, although the one they do give you has some excellent reads and writes, as indicated by these results. Now, unfortunately, the RAM is soldered into the motherboard. You won't be able to upgrade that, so make sure you get enough RAM when you check out. Now, this can be configured with up to 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. Unfortunately, it's not DDR4. Now, as far as wireless is concerned, the good news is it has Wi-Fi 6 along with Bluetooth 5.0. And you can get it with optional mobile broadband 4G LTE-A. I like that option, of course. Now, while inside, you'll notice that it has a single fan, and it also has a 51 watt-hour battery. Of course, I'll do all the testing as far as battery life is concerned in my full review. I'll also test the thermals and performance as well. And for those wondering, you cannot open it with one finger as far as the lid is concerned. It's just too light, actually. Okay, let's talk about the display. There are 3 display options available to you. You got a 14-inch Full HD 1920 by 1080 display with the anti-glare, low power, 400 nit display. You could also get it with the 14-inch WQHD 2560 by 1440 IPS display with the anti-glare display. That can get up to 300 nits according to Lenovo. And finally, you can get this with a 4K UHD display that's 3840 by 2160, an IPS display with Dolby Vision, HDR 400, and it can get up to 500 nits according to Lenovo. Now, because I want maximum battery life, I opted to go with that Full HD display with that anti-glare coating on it so you don't get any unnecessary reflections or glare, and I'm glad I went with that. And so far, the display has really lived up to its expectations. It gets bright, it has good contrast, and it covers the color gamut really well. I'll bring you all the final numbers when I do my full testing in the full review, but so far, 24 hours in, I'm really liking it. Now, as far as the bezels are concerned, you will notice the side bezels, they're pretty thin. A pretty thin top bezel that does house the webcam. And of course, it has a chin on the bottom. Now, the chin is not too pronounced, so that's pretty good. Now, keep in mind, I am anticipating Lenovo sending me a 4K display version very soon so we can compare the two. So stay tuned for that. But so far, this Full HD display has been really good. I really recommend it, especially if you want maximum battery life. So this is the front-facing camera on the all-new Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 8. It's a 720p, 30 frames per second webcam. Good for Skype, good for Zoom. Actually pretty good in my opinion, but I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. And I love the fact that this has the Think Shutter switch, giving you more security and privacy by allowing you to turn off your webcam. Now, my unit doesn't have Windows Hello as far as the camera is concerned, but you can get it with a Windows Hello camera. It is an option if you want to go that route. But there is a fingerprint scanner located below the keyboard next to the touchpad that does allow you to log in with Windows Hello. It was really responsive as far as registering my finger each and every time I used it. Good for logging in, and it definitely gives you more security as well. Okay, let's talk about one of my favorite things about the ThinkPad line and its legendary keyboard. This, once again, has one of the best keyboards I've used on an ultra portable. Good key travel, good tactile feedback, very satisfying. Also very comfortable to type on for extended periods of time. And it also has a multi-stage backlight that allows you to get work done in a dark room or a dimly lit environment. And you also get communication keys. This is great for Zoom, Skype, and any kind of video conferencing. This is a definite must-have here nowadays, especially with COVID-19. And let's not forget to mention that this is a spill-resistant keyboard. And the Precision touchpad is working really, really well, very responsive. All the Windows 10 gestures work very well. Two-finger scrolling is buttery smooth. And of course, it has the track point, one of my favorite pointing devices, and it works really well here so far. Now, I love the fact that the screen folds all the way flat back as you see here. I wish all laptops did this. Also new with this Gen 8 is now a move to quad speakers. One of the things that held back the 7th Gen was its lackluster sound, but this is all changed with this quad speaker setup here with the Gen 8. You get 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top. And the sound so far has been really good. Good volume, good mids, and really good bass. So far, I'm really impressed with the improved quad speakers now found on the Gen 8. Now, my unit comes with the 10th generation Intel processor. It's the Core i5-10210U, also known as the Comet Lake processor, with 8GB of DDR3 RAM and 256 gigs of SSD storage, and it has integrated UHD graphics. And so far, the numbers are looking pretty good for something that is the entry-level model. Of course, I expect to get the higher-end model coming in from Lenovo very soon, but stay tuned. I will get you all the numbers in my full review. So what do you think about the X1 Carbon Gen 8 here for 2020? Impressive stuff so far. They didn't need to really revolutionize this design. I think it's been really good over the years, has evolved really nicely, progressed really nicely. So the bump we're seeing here is under the hood with 10th generation processors. You're looking at some really good performance, Really good display on this. Of course, you can get a couple of different options when it comes with the display, and I look forward to putting it through its paces to bring you my full review. But so far, I'm loving it once again. Again, this is one of my favorite business ultra portables that you can get right now. Thin, light, and really portable. And that's exactly what we want from the X1 Carbon. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya.